Hey, hello, and welcome back. I am Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity, and this is another episode of the Getting to Clarity Show. I am so glad that you are joining me today. We are diving into the topic of how to stop sabotaging your own career success. So, understanding and addressing the ways that we might be sabotaging our own career success is critical. I mean, it's about realizing that while the road to professional achievement is a journey, there are often internal roadblocks that we set up, perhaps without even knowing it, that can hold us back, hinder our progress. And these obstacles aren't just bumps in the road. They can become permanent barriers if we don't learn how to navigate them correctly. So it's not a one-time fix, but it is a continuous process of self-awareness and adjustment. So what exactly is self-sabotage? Well, self-sabotage in a career context occurs when we actively or passively take steps to prevent ourselves from reaching our goals or our potential. This behavior might manifest as procrastination, putting things off, self-doubt, sticking too rigidly to the comfort zones, playing small, among other things. And it often originates from deeper psychological issues related to past situations at work, and it also relates to fear, like fear of failure, fear of being judged, or in some instances, even fear of success. So common forms of career self-sabotage are limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are interesting. These are the stories we tell about ourselves, about our abilities, our worth, our potential that hold us back. So for example, you might be thinking, oh, I'm not smart enough to take on that new project, or believing that it's too late to change career paths. Those are the lies that you tell yourself. And as long as you allow them to continue, you allow them to define you. Another obstacle can be self-doubt. This can make you question your skills and decisions constantly, leading to paralysis and missed opportunities. Another thing that might be creeping in is the fear of failure. That is anxiety over making mistakes, and it can prevent you from taking risks that could lead to massive growth in your career or in your leadership. How about fear of being judged? Worrying excessively about other people's opinions, which are none of your business, by the way, and they stop you from expressing your ideas, taking bolder steps, or maybe even taking on leadership roles. Let's talk about fear of success. On the other side, sometimes success brings changes that might be scary. So for instance, you might fear that achieving a high-level position will lead you to overwhelming pressure, that it'll be very stressful. Maybe you're afraid that it'll disrupt your family life, but you don't even know because you haven't gone there yet. But that keeps you from approaching it. Overthinking, anyone? Ruminating? This can cause you to get lost in the details and the what ifs. It will stall your decision making and any action you might want to take. Procrastination. Delaying tasks that you find daunting or unpleasant. You put it off, you put it off, put it off, and then all of a sudden you are behind and now you're rushed at getting the work done. It can also cause you to miss opportunities for advancement. How about perfectionism, anybody? When you're stepping up in your career or your leadership, it is so great to aim high, but getting too caught up in perfection can really slow you down. Sometimes striving for the perfect can lead to delays because you never see yourself as perfect enough to go for it. Okay, so what I'd like you to do instead is a framework that I have created called Catch It, Challenge It, and Change It. So catch it, challenge it, change it. Here's how it goes. Catch it. Become aware of how you're sabotaging yourself. Notice the thoughts or patterns the moment that they occur. And as soon as you do, then you're already ahead of the game. Challenge it. Ask yourself critical questions and challenge these behaviors and thoughts. Is there any real evidence for this thinking? What would I advise a friend in the same situation? Put yourself into that sort of mindset. And then finally, change it. Replace the sabotaging thought or behavior with a constructive one that allows you to move forward towards what you want, your goals, or your values and how you roll, what you're aligned with. So for instance, if you are hesitating to apply for a leadership position because you believe you're not fully qualified, first, catch yourself holding back due to this limiting belief, and that's all it is. Challenge this notion by realistically assessing your skills and your experience. What does qualified enough look like? Nobody goes into a job with all the experience you learn. Then I want you to change your approach by setting a specific date to update your resume and submit your application. Just do it. You will never know unless you ask, and all they can say is no. So aim instead for qualified enough rather than perfect. So what's next? If you find yourself resonating with any of these behaviors, welcome to the club. But it's time to take a step back and start using the Catch It, Challenge It, and Change It framework. Begin by identifying just one area where you've been your own roadblock. I know in my life, several roadblocks I am for myself. Apply the framework daily if you need to, because practice makes permanent, and then watch as moves in your career start to align more closely with your ambition and your potential. And remember, the path to clarity and success isn't always straight. It's filled with learning and growth. So write down one action, just one, that you can take within the next 48 hours, and I would love if you keep me posted. And if you're an organization that's ready to dive deeper and truly harness the power of your people, consider one of my clarity-driven leadership programs. You can head on over to www.debbiepetersonspeaks.com to find out more. So until the next time, here is wishing you all the clarity that you deserve to make the impact that you desire. Take care, and bye-bye for now.